Good morning, this is Chuck with Apple Drains. Today we're installing a French drain in a yard, and this is our trench work where the trencher's already come through the yard and dug it out. This gives you an idea of how deep we are. We're about 20 inches deep, and you can see the trench is actually working. Water is beginning to flood up into the trench. And here what we're doing is we're actually looking for an underground utility where we're looking for a fiber optic line, believe it or not, in someone's yard. This is a fairly long install of gravel perforated pipe, about 250 feet, and the trencher does a nice job of creating a trench. However, you do have to go back and clean out the dirt to get to the proper depth. Here's another utility that you have to cross. Be sure that you hand dig across these areas. Calling a utility locator is a free service, and in most states it's the law. It protects both you and the homeowner from any damage. Next, we're going to bring some gravel and lay a base. We're using number 67 stone, and this is washed, crushed gravel. First, we're going to lay a base of gravel. We're going to pour the gravel into the trench and then spread a base about 2 to 3 inches deep. It looks like we overfilled the trench, but we'll just push that gravel down and it'll come out just fine. You repeat this process until you fill your entire trench with gravel. Again, this is a long line, about 250 feet, and we want to get a base of gravel about 2 to 3 inches deep so that we can lay our perforated pipe with holes pointing down into the trench. This is because as groundwater rises, it comes up through the gravel and then into the pipe. It really doesn't drop down into the trench, into the pipe. It has to flood up. And you can see the water here on the bottom, and as the gravel is laid, this water will rise up through the gravel into our pipe. Next, we're going to hook up a downspout drain, and we're also going to add our catch basins. And you can see how much water is in the ground here. The water table here is extremely high. We're adding catch basins to collect immediate surface water runoff. Again, catch basins catch water runoff from the ground. The gravel perforated pipe actually collects the water that is in the ground itself. And you can see again how much water is in this area where we're working. Our catch basins are 12 by 12 inch, meaning that they're 12 inches across the top and they are 12 inches deep, a little bit deeper actually, but once we hook this up to the T, we're going to go get some more gravel and begin covering the pipe. We're going to repeat this process until all of the pipe is covered with gravel. There's a good photo of gravel perforated pipe with a base, and you want to make sure that your pipe stays down on the bottom of that base of gravel as you add more. Here we are finished with the gravel. Now we're going to lay some fabric across the top so that we can put soil back over top of that and reseed. We're using bag soil that the customer furnished. Normally we just put regular dirt back on, but they wanted to go ahead and put some good topsoil on there and get their seed started a little quicker. So not a problem, we can do that. It just takes a minute. And here we have a completed trench, a completed install. You can see where we've spread their topsoil across, throw some seed on there, and it's ready to go. You can see the catch basins. They're set a little deeper than the grade of the ground so that water can pour into them. And that's a completed yard drain, French drain, by Apple Drains here in Charlotte, North Carolina.